This app which you're going to see today in this lecture, it's extremely amazing and you all are going to love it a lot. It's based on a very simple concept. Most of the times it happens that we get into an argument with our loved ones. और होता क्या है फिर फाइनली जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ सम ईगो इश्यूज हम लोग सॉरी नहीं बोलते हैं ना सामने से सॉरी आता है तो डिफरेंसेस क्रिएट हो जाते हैं. दिस ऐप इज गोइंग टू हेल्प एवरीवन अ लॉट. उस डिफरेंस को किल करने में वो जो ईगो इश्यूज आते हैं बीच में रिलेशनशिप्स में उनको हटाने में दिस ऐप इज गोइंग टू हेल्प एवरीवन इन डूइंग दैट. Okay, so I would like every one of you to share the link of this video in your groups so that more and more students can join in. They can also learn the concept of coding and they can also enjoy these real-time applications, the kind of real-time application I am going to show today to you guys in this lecture. Thank you very much. Let us now test this beautiful application I made on code.org in Applab using the basic features of Applab on 3 different browsers. So this you will have to assume that it's a first device and this is a second device and this one is the third device. Now I'm going to create 3 different profiles on this app using these 3 different devices. Fine. So this is the first profile I am creating on this first device. I'm going to upload a pic first. For that, let's select this one for now. And here I'm going to enter an ID. Let it be ankur@gmail.com. Fine. And then let's put a password over here, Ankur123. Great. Let's sign up.
Your account has been created successfully.
So the account has been created successfully and let's log in into this account using the password I entered while creating this account with ID ankur@gmail.com.
We welcome you on your dashboard.
So this is how Ankur's dashboard is going to look like, and here Ankur needs to enter his name right on the top in the text box. Okay, now let's come on the second device and create one more profile. So I'm going to select this ID for now. I'm going to select this photo for now, and here I'm going to enter this ID and Nivi123 is a password I'm giving to this ID.
Your account has been created successfully.
So the account has been created successfully. Let's log in into the account.
We welcome you on your dashboard.
Okay, now let's come on this third device and create one more profile. So here I'm going to use this ID Simran@gmail.com and this is the password which I'm going to enter over here, Simran123. Sign up.
Your account has been created successfully.
Okay, so the account has got created successfully. Let's now log in into the account.
We welcome you on your dashboard.
Okay, so now let's see what is going to happen if I'll come on this Ankur's dashboard and I'll hit this heart. So I'm going to come on this beautiful screen. Fine. So there is a drop down present right on the top of this screen. If I will hit this drop down, let's see what is going to happen. So I will get to see Nivi's ID and Simran's ID getting reflected over here. So that's how I have coded this drop down in such a way that I can get to see the IDs of all the other people who have created their profiles on this platform, except the one whose ID is going to get reflected over here. Fine. That's how I've coded this beautiful drop down. Now, what I am assuming, we need to assume that Ankur and Nivi had a fight and they guys are using this app right now. Now how Ankur can show his mood to Nivi and how Nivi can show her mood to Ankur. That's what we have to find out now. So for that, Ankur need to select nivi@gmail.com in this drop down, and Nivi needs to select Ankur's ID in this drop down. Fine. Simran hasn't selected anything in this drop down, so she is not going to receive anything on her dashboard. Fine. That's what also we are going to check. Let's come back. Fine. So now here I am going to because Ankur is very angry right now, so this anger percentage is very high and this love percent is very low. Fine, let's now hit this show your mood button.
You may check the mood of the person with ID ankur@gmail.com.
So this speech which you heard, Nivi is going to hear this speech on her respective device, and when he will come on this panel, he will get to see Ankur's mood. Fine, so Ankur is very angry right now. Fine. Now if suppose Nivi want to show her mood to Ankur, she can do it like this.
You may check the mood of the person with ID nivi@gmail.com.
Okay, so Ankur now can check the mood of Nivi, and here you can see her mood. She is also very angry right now. Let's now come back and let's hit this heart button. So now I am going to re-enter the mood of Ankur. So we need to hit this re-enter your mood button. So again, show your mood is getting reflected over here. Now let's reduce it a little bit. Okay, let's hit this show your mood button and see whether we'll be able to receive the entry which Ankur has made using these sliders over here on Nivi's panel in real time or not. So we need to hit this show your mood button.
You may check the mood of the person with ID ankur@gmail.com.
So as you can see, the entry has got reflected, has come here on this panel in real time. Okay, so it's a real time application we are working on. Now let's come back, and here I'm going to enter Nivi's mood once again. So first of all, I need to come on this show your mood button. Let's hit this button.
You may check the mood of the person with ID nivi@gmail.com.
So as you can see, the mood is getting reflected over here. So anger equal to 19%, love percent is very high. So now Ankur can say sorry to Nivi, I think. Let's now see what is going to happen when Ankur will hit this sorry button. Will Nivi, will she be able to receive that sorry message or not? Let's see that.
Hinavi@gmail.com. A message has been sent by Ankur@gmail.com to you.
Okay, so Nivi has received this message, okay, in the form of speech that Ankur has sent a message to her. But what is the message? Is that message this I am sorry, or is it hate you, or is it love you? How can she find that out? Because that message is not getting reflected over here in this text box. Fine, so let's say if Nivi will hit this sorry button, will she be able to receive that sorry message or not? That's what we need to check out.
You both are sorry.
Anchor@gmail.com.
A message has been sent by Nivi@gmail.com to you. You both are sorry.
So Ankur has received a notification that Nivi has sent a message to him, and besides, they both will be able to hear one message, one common message on their panels, which is you both are sorry. So now when they will hit this heart, they will get to see this message over here. So that's how this app works. Now let's see what is going to happen if we'll hit this delete your sorry. So whatever data they have got created in that table ID of which is sorry, it is going to get deleted. Fine, and this sorry button is going to come. They are going to see the sorry button again on their respective panels. Now let's hit this. Let's change the mood. If Ankur is very angry, suppose. Fine. Ankur is very angry, so the love percentage is very low. Let's set this show your mood.
You may check the mood of the person with ID Ankur@gmail.com.
Okay, we can check the mood of Ankur now. Let's set this heart button and check the mood of Ankur. So anger percentage is 100 and love percentage is 14. So Ankur is very angry right now. Let's hit this hate you button which is present on Ankur's panel.
Hinavai@gmail.com. A message has been sent by Ankur@gmail.com to you.
Okay, so let's see whether Nivi is going to receive this hate you message or not. So as you can see, Nivi has not received any message over here. Why? Because she hasn't selected any of these three options yet. Now if suppose Nivi will hit this sorry button, let's see what is going to happen.
Ankur@gmail.com. A message has been sent by Nivi@gmail.com to you.
So Ankur has received a notification on his panel that Nivi has sent a message to her. But Nivi has sent a message to him. But Nivi, she hasn't received any message over here. Why? Because she needs to hit this hate you message. Okay, the message which they guys have sent, they must match with each other. Then only they'll be able to receive the message. Otherwise, they won't be able to receive any message on their panels. Let's set this hate you message and see whether Nivi will be able to receive that hate you message sent by Ankur to her or not.
Ankur@gmail.com.
You
A
both hate
message
each
has
other.
been sent by Nivi@gmail.com to you. You both hate each other.
You both hate each other. So as you can see, now they'll receive this message, I hate you, on their respective panels. Fine. Now in order to delete the messages which they have passed, they can just hit this button, delete hate you, and this one from here and this one from here. So that's how they can delete all the messages they have passed to each other. Now let's hit this love you button.
Ankur@gmail.com. A message has been sent by Nivi@gmail.com to you.
Okay, now let's set this love heart button. So Ankur hasn't received any message on his panel right now. Let's hit this love you button and see what's gonna happen.
Hinavai@gmail.com.
You both love each
A
other.
message has been sent by Ankur@gmail.com to you. You both love each other.
Okay, so finally they have received this message on their respective panels. Fine, so that's how this app works. Now let's see whether Nivi will be able to express her mood to Simran or not. Let's make use of the Simran ID, and here on this Simran's panel I am selecting the ID of Nivi. Coming back, and here I'm going to select. Okay, let's re-enter the mood. Sorry, let's re-enter the mood over here. So show your mood.
You may check the mood of the person with ID Nivi@gmail.com.
So Ankur and Simran both will be able to receive that entry made by Nivi from her respective panel, through her respective panel. So right now Nivi is very angry, as you can see over here. Let's see what is going to happen if Simran will adjust these sliders and hit this show your mood button. Will Ankur be able to receive the mood of Simran or not?
You may check the mood of the person with ID Simran@gmail.com.
So as you can see, Ankur hasn't received the entry made by Simran through his panel. Only Nivi has received it on her panel. So that's how this app works. Now if Simran is sorry for what she did, she can hit this sorry button.
Hinabai@gmail.com. A message has been sent by Simran@gmail.com to you.
So Nivi has received this notification that Simran has sent a message to her. Now if she is also sorry, she can hit this sorry button.
You both are sorry.
You both are sorry.
Hisimran@gmail.com. A message has been sent by Nivi@gmail.com to you.
This is speech Simran is going to receive.
You both are sorry.
You both are sorry. So both are sorry for what they did. Fine, so that's how this app works. Let me just show you one more thing. Now the table which you'll get to see on the data browser connected to this app. These are those tables. So when you'll come on the data browser which is connected to this app, you'll get to see these 5 tables on the data browser. Fine. Now in this sorry, you'll get to see the messages which Ankur and Nivi have sent to each other. If suppose, let's come on this Ankur's panel. If Ankur will hit this delete your sorry button, what is going to happen? See, Ankur's message has got deleted. Similarly, if we'll come on this Nivi's panel and hit this delete your sorry button, see, Nivi's message is also going to get deleted. Similarly, if they'll hit this delete hate you and delete love you button, and let's hit these 2 buttons also. Let's see what's gonna happen, whether there is anything inside these 2 tables or not. So we'll not be able to see anything inside these 2 tables. Now let's check out the code which I have made use of for making this beautiful app on code.org using the basic features of Applab. Let's convert it into block-based coding. So this is the code which I have made use of for coding this sign up screen. So when the user will hit this sign up button after uploading his pic and mentioning his ID, password over here, automatically a table-like structure is going to get created on the data browser connected to this app, where all these 3 things are going to get stored. Okay, now once the user is done with creating his profile, he's automatically going to get redirected on this sign-in screen, where when he will enter his ID and password with which he created his profile, and after that if he will enter this login button, he's going to get redirected on this beautiful screen 1, where he'll get to see his profile pic reflecting over here and his ID with which he created his profile reflecting over here in this label box. Fine, so that's how I have coded that sign-in screen. This is the whole code for that sign-in screen. Fine. Now let's come on this code which I have defined for connecting the sign-in screen with the sign-up screen. So there is a label box which I have placed over here. It is the ID of this is to sign up. When the user will hit this to sign up label box, he's going to get redirected on the sign up screen, and when he will hit this to sign in label box, he's going to get redirected on this sign in screen. Fine. Then it is this drop down 3. Let's come on that drop down 3. So when the user after entering into this app will hit this drop down 3, what is going to happen? It is going to get updated with all the IDs of all the people who have their profiles on this platform. Fine. So the IDs are going to get reflected over here in this drop down, and this is the code which I have made use of for coding this beautiful drop down list. Okay, so there is a list type of variable I have made use of for fetching all the email IDs in this drop down. Fine. And then I made use of this append item property for appending all the IDs to this drop down. Okay, now let's come on the code which I have defined for this anger slider. So when the user will hit this anger slider, this is the code which is going to get executed. So automatically you'll get to see that this slider, some change is going to you'll get to see some change over here also in this second slider, the ID of which is love. Fine. So this is how I have connected the slider with this love slider. Fine. And then when the user will hit this, just a second, let me come on this designing part. So there are two buttons. One is this with ID re-enter and the second one is this with ID move. So when the user initially, this re-enter button will not be visible to the user because it is hidden. It will be hidden. Fine. Now when the user will hit that mode button, what is going to happen? A table like structure with ID mode is going to get created on the data browser connected to this app, and all these information, email, anger, everything is going to get stored in that table like structure. Fine. Finally, the mood, the ID, the button with ID mode is going to go hidden, and in place of that, this button will be visible to the user. Okay, now when the user will hit this re-enter button, whatever he has entered is going to get deleted. So this is a code which I have defined for deleting everything which the user is going to enter with that mood button. Fine. Then what will happen? Automatically, this whole code is going to get executed by the compiler of this platform, and if this drop down, which is this drop down 3, if it is equal to records.length -1, then all the sliders, these sliders are going to get set according to the value which is there present in this anger and love named column. So that's how I have defined the code for these two sliders. Now let's come on this on event block which I have defined for this button 1. Now button 1 is where is that button 1? So button 1 is present right below this delete sorry button. When the user will hit that button, what is going to happen? Automatically this is a code which is going to get executed. So table like structure with ID sorry is going to get created on the data browser, and then the button with ID button 1 is going to go hidden, and in place of that, this delete your sorry button will be visible to the user. This is the code which is going to get executed automatically in real time by the compiler. Fine. So if the records length -1 receiver is equal to this email user ID, okay, if this receiver is equal to the ID which is going to get reflected over here, so this user is going to hear this small speech. He is going to get a notification that yes, he has received a message from a particular user. Fine, from the sender. Similarly, this is also a code which is going to get executed automatically. So the records are going to get pulled up from this table named sorry, and there is a condition which I've defined over here. So the sender name should match with the one which he is going to select from this drop down. Fine. And finally, they both will hear you both are sorry. This thing they are going to hear on their respective panels. The same code I have defined for the other 3 buttons also, the other 2 buttons also, which are there present below this delete hate you button and delete love you button. Fine. What is going to happen when the user will hit this delete your sorry button? So this is going to get executed. This code is going to get executed. Fine. So the records which the user has created in this sorry table, they are going to get deleted automatically, and in place of that, this delete your sorry button, the user will be able to see that button 1 again. Fine. And this code I have defined for this delete hate you button also, and for delete love you button also. So that's how I have designed this beautiful app on code.org using the basic feature of Applab. Please do like and subscribe to my channel, and do share the link of this video in your groups so that more and more people can come and join my channel and learn to code free of cost. Thank you very much. God bless you and namaste. Have a great day. Bye bye.